that whatever product we're going to show you, and perhaps tonight you'll see in excess of 20, 30 products, everything is the very finest that Andrew believes can be made, the very finest. Like this next item, Glucosamine and Chondroitin, we'll talk about it. One of the most shocking revelations to me was when Andrew discussed the fact that the most prevalent form in the market is really not the most effective.
No, what's the right word? It's pretty embarrassing for the industry, or it might be even shameful, that if you look at the research on glucosamine chondroitin, the form of glucosamine where the positive research is found is something called glucosamine sulfate. In fact, there's even research in science that says use only glucosamine sulfate, do not use glucosamine hydrochloride, because the benefits are tied to that sulfate moiety, that sulfate group being part of the glucosamine molecule. Yet, if you look at most of the products on the market, just because glucosamine hydrochloride is cheaper, even though it's not effective, it's cheaper. That's what you find in most products is glucosamine hydrochloride. So again, you don't have to get my product, but if you're getting glucosamine, make sure it's glucosamine sulfate. It also has to really be 2,000 milligrams of glucosamine sulfate, because the way the system has worked, you get 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine as part of the glucosamine sulfate molecule. And then with that, you combine 1,200 milligrams of chondroitin sulfate, entirely chondroitin sulfate. So they kind of do both molecules a little bit differently, but that's the science and that's what you have to follow. Unfortunately, most companies violate that. They use glucosamine hydrochloride, and sometimes if they use glucosamine sulfate, they only give 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine sulfate, which means that you're only getting 1,200 milligrams of the glucosamine that you want. You're getting shortchanged on that. So it's unfortunate, but this industry takes shortcuts. And the victim of those shortcuts are the people who you expect you shouldn't have to read the fine print on a vitamin label to really know that you're not being taken advantage of. But when it comes to glucosamine, that's typically what happens.
I mean, basically what we're all looking for is strong, healthy joints, maintaining our elasticity, keeping up with it as we age. And if you're going to take any product, let's make sure we're taking one that's most beneficial. Well, this is last call and last chance on pricing. So if you would like to kind of take that leap and say, okay, I'm going to do this for me, I really am starting to feel the wear and tear, I'm not feeling as flexible as I used to. The pricing today is wonderful. Take a look. Over half off the 480 caps. I mean, that's a significant saving, Andrew, because these are expensive ingredients. So to save over $104 is not something to kind of shy away from.
And you're getting 480 capsules, so you're roughly paying about 20 cents a capsule for what are very expensive ingredients. And again, a lot of folks get disappointed in their glucosamine chondroitin product because it's hard to swallow, upsets their stomach. They're large tablets, they're upsetting to the stomach, especially glucosamine hydrochloride. What is HCl? That's hydrochloric acid.
Sure.
So glucosamine hydrochloride, that glucosamine is bound to a molecule basically of hydrochloric acid. So it can be challenging to the stomach. Ours is glucosamine sulfate, and of course, no rock hard tablets to irritate the lining of your stomach, just an ultra-fine tablet. So easy to swallow, small capsule, and it's not going to be any problem at all in terms of digestion or in terms of upsetting your stomach.
Andrew, is it ever too late to start taking something like this? Will we start to feel the benefits?
Gosh, no. It's, in fact, in general with supplements, the later you start, not to postpone, it's almost the benefits become more dramatic, because as we get older, the challenges we suffer from, those challenges tend to respond more visibly, more dramatically than when we're youthful. Everything tends to work well on its own. Supplements are less essential. The sooner we start, the better we, as my dad always says, if I knew I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of myself. So it's a mantra I remember. And there was a question here that was asked about a couple of different products. Aloe vera, asked about glucosamine chondroitin. If your product has gone past its expiration date, we make everything with an expiration date, and they vary. The shortest expiration date is, I believe, 18 months, and that's with our Friendly Flora, Ultimate Friendly Flora, by nature of the fact that those capsules contain living things. Glucosamine chondroitin will have a 3-year expiration. It would be fine years later. Even the aloe vera question, if you were going to take it later, they do not become harmful. Just some ingredients will predictably lose a little bit of potency past their expiration, but they don't become harmful. So that was a frequent question. Do they become dangerous, harmful? No, but certain ingredients, our fiber will be fine, calcium will be fine. Some things will outlive all of us, but certain ingredients will gradually lose their potency after the expiration date.
As we head over this way, it's you're actually joining us at a great time because your glucosamine and chondroitin is going to be made right here. This is where it comes from. Unlike most things that we buy in life, we pick it off a shelf in a store and we don't know the origin.
No, that's why for me it's such a privilege to be able to show off what we do here. And we've gone to great lengths to make this